Blessings. Today we bring you 30 challenging Bible questions, split into 2 rounds of 15, to test your knowledge of God's Word. Before we begin, subscribe and share to spread the wisdom of the Scriptures. Are you ready?
Which gospel was written by a physician? A. Matthew. B. Mark. C. Luke. D. John. Time to think. And the correct answer is Luke. Colossians chapter 4, verse 14 says, "Our dear friend Luke, the doctor, and Demas send greetings. From which tribe of Israel was Paul? A. Levi. B. Benjamin. C. Judah. D. Zebulun. Time to think." And the correct answer is Benjamin. Philippians chapter 3, verse 5 says, "Circumcised on the 8th day of the people of Israel of the tribe of Benjamin, a Hebrew of Hebrews, in regard to the law of Pharisee." What did Jesus say is the greatest act of love? A. Sacrificing one's life for others. B. Giving to the poor. C. Keeping the commandments. D. Praying without ceasing. Time to think. And the correct answer is sacrificing one's life for others. John chapter 15, verse 13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." To which tribe of Israel did Moses belong? A. Judah. B. Benjamin. C. Levi. D. Reuben. Time to think. And the correct answer is Levi. Exodus chapter 2, verse 1 says, "Now a man of the tribe of Levi married a Levite woman." What did Jesus use to feed the crowd of 5,000 people? A. Fish and bread. B. Wine and cheese. C. Dates and figs. D. Lamb and barley. Time to think. And the correct answer is fish and bread. Matthew chapter 14, verse 17 says, "We have here only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish," they answered. To whom did God give the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai? A. Aaron. B. Moses. C. Joshua. D. Caleb. Time to think. And the correct answer is Moses. Exodus chapter 31, verse 18 says, "When the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him the 2 tablets of the covenant law, the tablets of stone inscribed by the finger of God." To whom did Jesus say, "Get behind me, Satan"? A. Peter. B. Judas. C. John. D. Thomas. Time to think. And the correct answer is Peter. Matthew chapter 16, verse 23 says, Jesus turned and said to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me." On which day of creation did God create birds and fish? A. 3rd. B. 4th. C. 5th. D. 6th. Time to think. And the correct answer is 5th. Genesis chapter 1, verses 20 to 23 say, "And God said, let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing, which woman, though barren, was promised by an angel that she would have a Nazarite son. A. Hannah. B. Sarah. C. Rebecca. D. Samson's mother. Time to think. And the correct answer is Samson's mother. Judges chapter 13, verse 3 says, "The angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, 'You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son.'" What is the last book of the New Testament? A. Luke. B. Titus. C. Revelation. D. Hebrews. Time to think. And the correct answer is Revelation. Revelation chapter 1, verse 1 says, "The revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place." Who wrote the book of Lamentations? A. Ezekiel. B. Jeremiah. C. Daniel. D. Amos. Time to think. And the correct answer is Jeremiah, though anonymous. Tradition attributes it to Jeremiah, who betrayed Jesus with a kiss. A. Peter. B. John. C. Judas. D. Thomas. Time to think. And the correct answer is Judas. Matthew chapter 26, verse 49 says, "Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, 'Greetings, Rabbi,' and kissed him." What is the first miracle of Jesus recorded in the Gospel of John? A. Feeding the 5,000. B. Walking on water. C. Turning water into wine. D. Healing the blind man. Time to think. And the correct answer is turning water into wine. John chapter 2, verses 7 to 8 say, Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet," who interpreted the writing on the wall for King Belshazzar. A. Nebuchadnezzar. B. Shadrach. C. Meshach. D. Daniel. Time to think. And the correct answer is Daniel. Daniel chapter 5, verses 25 to 28 say, "This is the inscription that was written, mean tekel, parson, God has numbered the days of your reign and brought it to an end." Who is the oldest person in the Bible? A. Methuselah. B. Noah. C. Adam. D. Enoch. Time to think. And the correct answer is Methuselah. Genesis chapter 5, verse 27 says, "Altogether, Methuselah lived a total of 969 years, and then he died."
Great job making it this far. Now it's time for round 2. 15 more questions to prove you're a true master of God's Word.
What is the first fruit of the Spirit listed in Galatians 5, verses 22 to 23? A. Joy. B. Peace. C. Love. D. Patience. Time to think. And the correct answer is love. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness." How many commandments did God give Moses on Mount Sinai? A. 7. B. 10. C. 12. D. 15. Time to think. And the correct answer is 10. Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 to 17 describe the 10 Commandments. What did Jesus turn into wine at the wedding in Cana? A. Water. B. Milk. C. Juice. D. Vinegar. Time to think. And the correct answer is water. John chapter 2, verses 7 to 9 say, Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so. Who was the king of Israel at the time of Jesus' birth? A. Herod. B. Saul. C. David. D. Solomon. Time to think. And the correct answer is Herod. Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 says, After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem. Whom did Jesus raise from the dead? A. Lazarus. B. Cain. C. Seth. D. Samuel. Time to think. And the correct answer is Lazarus. John chapter 11, verses 1 to 2 say, Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister, Martha. Which son of Adam and Eve committed the first murder? A. Seth. B. Cain. C. Abel. D. Enosh. Time to think. And the correct answer is Cain. Genesis chapter 4, verse 8 says, Now Cain said to his brother Abel, Let's go out to the field. While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. In which garden did Jesus pray before his arrest? A. Garden of Eden. B. Garden of Gethsemane. C. Garden of Olives. D. Garden of Salvation. Time to think. And the correct answer is Garden of Gethsemane. Matthew chapter 26, verse 36 says, Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, Sit here while I go over there and pray. What did Jesus use to heal a blind man in the Gospel of John? A. Mud and saliva. B. Oil and water. C. His hands and a prayer. D. A touch and a word. Time to think. And the correct answer is mud and saliva. John chapter 9, verse 6 says, After saying this, he spit on the ground, made some mud with the saliva, and put it on the man's eyes, who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. A. Judas. B. Peter. C. Thomas. D. John. Time to think. And the correct answer is Judas. Matthew chapter 26, verse 15 says, What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you? So they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver. On which day did God create the sun, moon, and stars? A. First day. B. Third day. C. Fourth day. D. Fifth day. Time to think. And the correct answer is fourth day. Genesis chapter 1, verse 16 says, God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. For how many days were the Jews forbidden to eat leavened bread during Passover? A. 7. B. 1. C. 5. D. 20. Time to think. And the correct answer is 7. Exodus chapter 12, verse 15 says, For 7 days you are to eat bread made without yeast. On the first day remove the yeast from your houses. What fruit did Eve eat in the Garden of Eden? A. Pomegranate. B. Apple. C. Not specified. D. Fig. Time to think. And the correct answer is not specified. Genesis chapter 3, verse 6 says, When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, she took some and ate it. Which king tried to kill Jesus as a baby? A. Herod. B. Saul. C. David. D. Solomon. Time to think. And the correct answer is Herod. Matthew chapter 2, verse 13 says, An angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. In which book is a famous prayer of Jabez found? A. Psalms. B. 2 Chronicles. C. Proverbs. D. 1 Chronicles. Time to think. And the correct answer is 1 Chronicles. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verses 9 to 10 say, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. Who was the wife of Moses? A. Zipporah. B. Miriam. C. Deborah. D. Bathsheba. Time to think. And the correct answer is Zipporah. Exodus chapter 2, verse 21 says, Moses agreed to stay with a man who gave his daughter Zipporah to Moses in marriage.
Blessings. Today you will hear 14 Bible characters speaking in the first person, and your mission is to discover who they are. Before we begin, subscribe and share to help us spread the wisdom of the Scriptures. Are you ready? Let's begin.